After that brief glimpse of stiff dick in The Idiots, no art house film is now complete without lazy lobs and semi-hard-ons. Pornographic movies were previously the only place one could see hardcock fanny action, but now it's making the transition into the mainstream. Now, word has it on the grapevine that Clooney's new film is about a guy who could suck his own knob. And Brad Pitt's in discussion to play the part of a president with a bent Peter and a penchant for fish-smelling cigars. And Bruce Willis is walking around with a permanent John Leslie in preparation for his new film, Die Hard on 5, Premature Ejaculation. So, spunk is the new black. But typically, Kevin Costner had to get in the act, so he pulled on his regulation khaki shorts and revealed a truncated conical half-pint Guinness glass with a tiny, deformed ant leg inside it.
This week we've got an unhealthy double dose from the South Park boys. Wim Wenders heads to Cuba, there's some French naughtiness, and Tim Robbins wears some cardigans that would make Casey Kasem blush. First up, South Park, bigger, longer and uncut, where our four foul-mouthed heroes are in a state of excitement as it's the opening day of Terence and Philip's debut feature, Asses of Fire, a film that causes a series of uncontrollable events. Terence and Philip are arrested, Canada retaliates by bombing the Baldwins, Terence and Philip are then sentenced to death, war is declared, Kenny of course dies, the devil and his lover Saddam Hussein plot to take over the world, and Stan goes in search of the clitoris. Got it?
But my fragile little mind.
God, Talia, toast this. Look at the mess here. Disappointing, overly long, overly laden song and dance routine that doesn't sustain. Which is a shame, isn't it? Because South Park, the series, is just so well observed and perfect. So why fuck with a formula? If something works for 30 minutes, why stretch it to 85? They spend so long fine-tuning the tunes. It left them no time to work on the gags. But it isn't all anal gland. Some of it is actually really good. The first 20 minutes is a riot. But really, this isn't the South Park we know and love.
Kenny? Kenny, can you hear me? How are you feeling, son? Great. Son, I have some bad news. We accidentally replaced your heart with a baked potato. You have about 3 seconds to live.
Although inspired at times, the South Park movie does go a song or three too far. Having said that, Terence and Philip's hit song Uncle Fucker is side-splitting, and Blame Canada has been nominated for an Oscar, which has caused controversy as the Academy want them to change the lyrics. Trying to censor a song they nominated from a film that's primarily dealing with censorship? Parker and Stone must be loving this.
I can't find it.
Charming, this, isn't it? But really, though, South Park is meant for the kids, isn't it? And ironically, the gratuitous swearing has become playground catchphrases the length and breadth of the country. But the kids can't get in to see it, you see, because it's got a 15 certification. And it's really meant for 11-year-olds. But there's nothing that terrifies the self-appointed moral majority more than the combination of children and swearing. Statistically, more people write in about that than anything else. Come on, get a fucking grip. And if there's any kids up watching this show this time of night, get to bed now before I enrich your vocabulary, you little stump-nubbing shag-bagags.
Parker and Stone have managed to create some moments of cinematic genius for the film. Kenny's angelic ascent to heaven, then descent to the very depths of hell is a classic. The bombings of the Baldwins and Arquettes is something we've all thought about at some point. And at long last, young Kenny is de-snorkeled for all to see. South Park, bigger, longer and uncut, is available to buy on VHS and DVD now.
Let's leave the rancid details of inner-city life behind us and visit my mad, bad half-brother Lingus out in the country. Steffy boy!
Next up, Granny, which is a premise I just can't get enough of these days, as 8 college friends get together at someone's house for a night of partying and pranks, where the boys must drink till they puke, compare dick sizes and general be cliched wanks. For the girls, well, they have to be jealous of each other's tits and arses, be disgusted by the boys' antics, but at the same time, be strangely attracted to them because, well, they're boys. They put these 8 college students together for the night, and you just know the gore's going to flow. Hey! Hey!
Well, Tom, you're scaring me. Wow. Hanging out in the basement again by yourself? Trying to trick us?
What are you doing here?
Hello.
Come Come on, ladies and gentlemen, let's call time on all this knowing, post-scream, tongue set firmly, with the usual complement of axe fodder getting sliced and diced in this pissy, pathetic little nubbin of nothing of a film that's actually like a VHS migraine. When I was watching this, I felt my head throb like a swollen sweat gland under my armpit that I knew I had to lance, and the only thing that came to hand was a spoon and a clipper lighter. So I heated up the spoon and I was scooping out the gack from under my armpit, which is a lot more gruesomely eviscerating than anything they managed to achieve in this shit of a film.
As the moronic teens sit around discussing sex, the conversation veers off to their own personal fears and paranoias, at which point in the proceedings you find yourself on your knees praying for the bloodshed to commence, hoping that what actually happens to them is as sick and original as your own thoughts that have been forming in your mind since they first appeared on screen.
I'll get you out of here. You just have to be careful. And you have to do exactly what I say.
Thank you very much for the lift, you crazy witch bitch. It always amazes me just how many people are involved in the filmmaking process, from producers and directors right the way down to creative consultants, which is industry speak for drug dealers. But because of the rigid militaristic hierarchical nature of the business, no one can turn around and say to the director, "Excuse me, sir, this is a bunch of soulless, heartless, non-filmmaking drivel by numbers. Why didn't you piss off and sell insurance and leave filmmaking to people who've got a real story to tell?"
It comes as no surprise that the deaths that do occur aren't the ones you'd hope for. Okay, I admit the knitting needles in the eyeballs and the suffocation had crossed my mind, but things just aren't taken far enough. As for the film itself, well, it's obviously someone's attempt to cash in the recent teen idiot horror market, but with their lack of budget and their complete lack of talent, this is a meagre offering in the slasher stakes. There is a plus point though, it's only an hour long. Granny is available to rent from March 27th. Where are we?
Well, from the smell of rancid, piss-stained farras, I'd say over here, Lingus is aboard, yonder over hillock.
Oh, cool. Are we there yet?
Almost.
Are we there yet?
Almost.
Are we there yet?
Look, Seth, Lingus' house. Lingus, we've come to visit you, you bastard.
Next up, the Buena Vista Social Club. Cult director